Well, hello. I'll post the StreamYard link in case anybody feels like coming in. If nobody does show up or whatever, I'm probably not going to be here very long. I'm not going to sit here and talk by myself. I don't really have a topic. Just wanted to try and have start having a live again on Fridays, so that we would have a place to, I don't know, talk, whatever, do our thing. But I was watching something. I think it was Kasahara shared about in Australia how someone was doing a video with there's a white van and there's guys standing around it and device on a tripod on the back of the van that says radiation energy warning, and he's trying to ask who they are and what they're doing here. And there was I don't know, it looked kind of sketchy because they weren't saying much of anything, but it basically says cut these perps using their whatever microwave device or whatever the hell it was. It was connected to the van, and when he first walked up there was like three guys that climbed in the back of the van, and there was one guy standing around outside, or two guys. He was trying to talk to him, and he asking him about what the device is, and he says, why don't you go home? You need to get away from here. Oh. And he's like, fuck you. I'm not going home. Why don't you go home? Stop using this crap on citizens. The goddamn directed energy weapons. Yeah, it's getting to be like I and so many others say that they aren't trying to hide this shit. They aren't trying to hide it. They aren't trying to hide that they're doing it. They don't. Because they know they're not getting reprimanded for it. So why would they stop? But I'm not going to play that video because I don't know, it might be fair use or whatever, but I don't want to steal anybody's thunder. They've already got it on the video, so if you want to see it, I guess it says I can share it, but I feel like sooner or later it gets seen anyway. But that's from Australia, talking about directed energy weapons there, and actually showing one of the devices. Like I said, on a tripod connected to a van, and they wouldn't tell him anything about what it's doing, but it has radiation energy warnings on the van, and it's got cables connected to the van, and they're all being really, standoffish and evasive. They're not really trying to talk to him about it at all. I mean, you would think if it was above board, they'd be a little more forthcoming with information. Like, what are you doing with this equipment? What the hell is that? That's what he was trying to ask. They weren't willing to elaborate about any of it. They were just telling him to go away. But like I said, I don't really have a topic. Just figured I'm going to start doing lives again on Friday night. And if people want, they can come in and chat. I left the StreamYard link there for anybody that wants to use it, that feels like coming in and maybe just having a conversation with me about anything to talk about. It doesn't necessarily have to be about GameStop, and even though that would probably be what the subject would be. But lately, the latest event that I've been dealing with is they still do the dream manipulation or sleep invasions, whatever, mixed with when they force you awake at least force me awake at like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 in the morning, whenever it is, whenever they decide that they've ran through the paces of whatever scenario they're trying to make up with their, I don't know, with the remote neural monitoring, dream manipulation shit. But last night, this morning, they had me in a scenario where I was supposed to be having sex with my sister, which is fucking just gross. They're stiff. And on V2K, they've tried to insinuate that my wife is my sister, which they're out of their fucking minds. But that's just the shitty fucking neighbors I have in the Game Stalker community. And you can hear the pissant over there screaming right now. And he just started screaming because I went live here a little bit ago. Which isn't really normal. Huh? No what? No. I don't know what he's saying my name playing video games for. But anyway. Like I said, I don't really have a topic. I just wanted to start having a event session or whatever, a panel session on Fridays again. I used to have lives going almost every week, but I really haven't been doing that much. I'm gonna shave, but I really don't care. I haven't shaved in a couple days. Getting kind of Grizzly Adamsy. But the other thing that's happened was not too long ago. They were, I don't know, really pissed about something to do with me. I think it was probably from when I went to serve on jury duty. But they were hitting me really hard in my abdomen and in my genital area for like 3 days with one of the energy weapons, one of the dew weapons. It was creating pressure, and I don't know if they were just trying to deter me from talking or whatever, but that's not going to happen. I mean, they can do whatever they want regardless of that, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop fighting with them, because I mean, they add more torture onto the other torture that they already subject me to. It's like to do other people. Hello, targeted individual. New to your channel. It was recommended to me, but I've watched some, and you can definitely articulate it well, and I'm sure you've helped out many. Well, that's basically what my intent is with the YouTube channel, is to document what's happening with me, and if anything that has happened with me that I understand and have researched, I can maybe pass that on to other people. And like some people, I get a little aggravated sometimes, but in general, I'm not trying to just come on here and be an obnoxious asshole most of the time. You say, but man, I'll never know now how you couldn't see through your buddy TI News. Yeah. I don't really, feel like commenting on that so much. I had noticed some things, but since he started dealing with the drama community and had a couple things happening with that, I don't talk to him much at all anymore, really. But we'll leave it at that. But that's basically why I'm back here on my channel doing whatever it is I want to do. I'm not going to be sitting here picking on other targeted individuals. I never did like that. I never did like any of that. I tried not to participate in that. I don't know if you've watched any of the broadcasts where I was part of the program that when there was the bashing of Alice, I didn't ever really get into doing that. I don't see any benefit as a targeted individual to writing other targeted individuals as a target. It doesn't make any sense that if someone claims to be a target, and maybe you don't like some of these people, some people on, not going to mention any names, don't like their evidence, don't feel like they're presenting enough evidence, or or under the assumption that that person is a real target, they're a fake target, or this and that. Regardless of your personal opinion, it isn't going to help the targeted individual. I don't really like to say community, because we're not really a community. We're a large group of people on YouTube that are harassed, tortured, and for lack of a better word, persecuted. But it's not like we really have like an organized community, like let's say the drama community, or true crime, or any of that. It's not really an organized community, but there are several people that try to do organization, but it just doesn't seem to come out that way. Hello, Tanya. How are you today? I don't know if you heard the first part of the live here, where I was talking about the person down in your neck of the woods in Australia, talking about how they caught somebody using a group of people in a van with a odd-looking device on a tripod connected to the van that said radiation energy, and they weren't really forthcoming with any information about what the device was for the gentleman speaking on the video. Like I said, if I don't get anybody in here to chat with, this will probably not be a very long live. I don't really feel like just sitting. I've been pretty busy the last few days. I don't really feel like just sitting here and just rambling on about nothing, without having at least one or two people on here to talk with, because I don't really have a topic. I didn't have a topic. It's basically just a precursor to what's going to be in the future on Fridays. I'm going to be doing a live one every Friday from here on out at 8 o'clock. So that, if anybody feels like talking to me or has anything to say, they'll have an avenue to do that, and not feel pressured to do it on their own channel, making a video. Or it is easier to just jump on someone else's panel without trying to post your own videos. But I guess, as you're saying there, you're doing okay. I'm doing okay as well, but I've had a few things that are not so good to do with targeting. But like I said, I don't know if you can hear next door over there, but I really don't care. But he seemed to get louder when I started going live. But with the kind of game they were playing last night and the night before, the last couple nights, with the dream manipulation, and forcing me awake at, I don't know, it was 4 o'clock this morning or 4:30. It was 5 o'clock yesterday, and like 6 or so the day before that, where I would wake up and there they are talking some nonsense about oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, and it's like it doesn't make any sense that they do that while a person is asleep and trying to contend that you're doing something evil while you're sleeping, and even though it is their scenario, they're trying to lie about or put together with their manipulation of the public. They literally are manipulating people that have nothing to do with you in a very real sense. But, but I had mentioned how they were hitting me in the abdomen and in the groin area with dew weapons for like 3 days. And it was last week, beginning of last week or something like that. And we were realizing that it wasn't affecting me like they wanted to. I guess they slacked off with it. And I had caught one of them saying that we're hitting him with 1730 megahertz. I can't believe he's not crying or complaining, and at least getting upset over it. Granted, it was annoying, and it doesn't feel good, but I don't see any benefit to going live or whatever and complaining about how they're shooting my heart or my legs or my back. Or I understand that there are people that do, but I just that to my thinking, that's what they want you to do. They want you to go on whatever channels you're on, or your own channel, and complain about how terrible it is what they're doing. They get a kick out of it. That's what I'm saying. Is they get a kick out of seeing people go on their channel complaining about how horrible they're attacking them. I mean, talking about it's okay. I don't have a problem with that, but I just and I don't have a problem with them, people wanting to show that what they're doing to them. But all I'm saying is that's their intention. They want you to. It gives them the jollies to see people, that they're harming, and oh, by the way, hi Trevor. I'm sorry, I saw you come in. I just I just think that they're sick enough as it is without giving them a play-by-play, on our live shows how they're torturing you. I mean, we all know they're torturing us. I mean, shooting us in the head, shooting us in the back, and the neck, the stomachs, the legs, whatever. And they cackle and laugh just like that all the time. I'm sorry to hear that you're a train wreck, Trevor, but you are still here. That's a good point there. You're still here. Moving slow, thinking slower, suspension of disbelief. We as a whole in the TI group, targeted individuals, whatever, empowered individuals, however you want to put it, chosen, star seeds, whatever. Everybody's got their different idea about it. Um, but regardless of what you want to call yourself or what other people call us, we're victims of gang stalking. Um, you're sitting there in your home, just like me, or you're at work or wherever it is you're at, and you're being tortured with voice to skull technology with, just endless harassment. Or while you're sleeping, they're screwing with your dreams, trying to give you horrible nightmares or whatever it is. Directing their microwave weapons at you and harming you physically. It's all it's all the same for all of us. I mean, maybe certain people have a different amount of assault or whatever, different types of assault, but it is all assault. It's an assault on your person, assault on your privacy, and they get a kick out of it. And I just these Nazi ingrate reprobate subhumans behind it. And it really is a struggle to understand how and why it just continues, because it's simple to find out who they are, who's hiring them. You can do a simple Google search and Google search gang stalking jobs, or look up companies like Nefarious or Revenge Inc. And they literally indicate what they're doing, and that they're hiring people urgently needed, or that look, pay us $10,000 and we'll ruin someone's lives for you. That's what Nefarious and Revenge Inc. does, and that's basically what gang stalking is. It's like, if you upset somebody, or you pissed in somebody's Wheaties, at some point in your life you're going to be persecuted for the rest of yours. And that is very true, Tanya. No one will believe you until it happens to them, it seems like. In a very real sense, it's like a Twilight Zone episode, but it's not a television show. Hi, Virginia. How are you today? As I said, I didn't really have anything to talk about. I just wanted to start having them live on the weekend again. If it isn't on Friday, it might be on Saturday. It just depends on how I feel that day. But it'll most likely be Fridays at 8 o'clock. So just to kind of keep like a schedule. But as I was saying, with the general consensus, finding people that legitimately have your back is the hardest, because even though it is in plain sight that these people, perform these actions against us, it's hard to actually get a sympathetic ear from anyone that possibly could do something about it. I just I find it deplorable that let's say Havana syndrome, um, which is for all intents and purposes this sort of the same symptoms and attributes behind gang stalking. That I understand that they're public officials and diplomats and ambassadors or whoever, agents that are being attacked with this, that they can recognize that, but and direct attention to that, and the probability that compensation is needed for these people that are under attack, that how they couldn't, how they couldn't render the same courtesy to their own private citizens, instead of trying to make them feel worse by calling them crazy, saying this isn't happening to them, or trying to influence the public into thinking that it's a mental illness that is wrong with the victim, instead of the fucking psycho bastards doing it to the victim. Trevor Hitchens says, I'm going to bring Angels into the show. Hi, Angels.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going.
I'm realizing today, literally today in 2022, that what happened to me in 1980 was obvious to everyone but me. 42 years with blinders on, mind fuckery perfected. Yeah, Twilight Zone meets Looney Tunes. That's a pretty good analogy. One step beyond, but one step back. But how you doing, Angels?
I've been better. How are you?
I can identify with that statement. I've been better, but I've been worse, but I have been better.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's good. At least you're not at the worst. That's better than. Yeah.
Here, let me put on the headphones so I can actually maybe hear you a little better.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
So what are you up to?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to go over to this guy's house and help him out with his bike.
You're going to help another friend. See, that's just how you are, isn't it?
Damn it, I know. Right?
And you know something?
Huh.
I feel in general that's the way with a lot of targets.
Yeah.
That like I myself am of that ideology to
Yeah.
trying to help people, and I don't know. There's an old saying. I'm sure you've heard of it. No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah.
Yep. My dad used to say that to me all the fucking time.
Yep. Every day. And here we are. We're,
punish me.
We're. I know you were. I saw on your live that you were saying that they were cooking you.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. That's what they were doing to me like last week. The beginning of the week. I think it was last week. It might even have been before that, but I just. So what? I'm just curious. Where exactly were they causing pain for you? They were hitting me in the stomach and in the balls and the groin area.
I think they were getting me mainly in the head. I think it was my teeth and shit, like my mouth.
Yeah, see, you can't see my teeth because they're destroyed. They destroyed the entire upper level of my teeth with the microwaves.
Yeah.
Just literally destroyed that shit. They started falling out and they just kept falling out.
Yep. Yeah, and mine are already ruined from the asthma medication and shit, like prednisone and crap like that.
And I know you wake up and you feel that like it's like acid or whatever in your mouth, but it's the microwave weapon, and you feel it. You can feel the burning and
it was more than like, burning. It was
like
actually
a vibration.
Singing and shit. Like it was all my head was vibrating and everything.
Get pissed off. Every time I say something, sometimes she gets, I go live and she gets pissed off at me for going live. I don't even know why I fucking bother. She says, "Oh, it's okay that you're doing it," but gets pissed off when I do it.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I'll drive by and I can show you the light and stuff, but he doesn't have it on right now.
I guess it's because I talked about my teeth in the microwave. She got up and rushed out of the room. Like I did something to her. Yeah, I know it hurts. I don't like waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning with the shit happening, or with the dream manipulation. I mean, I understand it's hard for her to deal with, being married to me as a target, but how about you understand that I'm being tortured here, and you act like I'm fucking doing something to you because I'm being tortured. What the fuck is that shit? What is that? Sorry. It just fucking pisses me off. Actually, I haven't been to the dentist in a while because I probably should go, but they can't stop them fucking eating the teeth out of my head, so it's like go and spend a shit ton of money to get them fixed when these fucking disgusting fucking Nazi scumbags are just gonna fuck them up some more.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. But really, I don't understand that. I'm not the only one who wakes up with them bombarding your mouth or your head or your back or your knees or your stomach, with this shit, with these microwave beam weapons, for lack of a better word, whatever it is. And I don't know if you heard the beginning of the live when dipshit next door started laughing. He said my name a couple times, and my wife was saying, "Oh, well, he's been yelling and playing video games all day. What the fuck's he saying my name for? If he's just playing video games, what the fuck is my name coming out of his mouth for? Because I go live. That doesn't make any sense." Like right there, there's the little bitch crying right now. And
yeah, my grandma used to bang her head against the walls back in the 80s, man. Like, they were targeting her. They were targeting us down in Palm Springs and shit way back then.
So what are you saying? Are you a second generation target?
Yeah, my grandpa was Air Force Command. He was a Sergeant Master Sergeant E8 class in the Air Force after World War II when he was in the Army. And he was in Alaska and pretty much in charge of the whole, not in charge, not totally in charge, but pretty much up there in Air Force Command. And it's like the original Air Force Command. The one that's got the hand holding the lightning bolts.
Yeah, right.
Which has now been like, long since retired.
Yeah, that emblem, yeah. Well, that was supposed to be, signify like Zeus and the lightning of the gods, whatever.
Yep, the first thing that he did when he was in the Army, he was in the Thunderbirds, McAllister, Oklahoma, in World War II, and he was the 45th Infantry Division Recon. So they were the ones that went up and they captured what's the name? Not Auschwitz, but the main fucking concentration camp where they had tons and tons of bodies just piled up and everything everywhere, and that was like the main camp and base to fucking get. So they came up through Italy and shit, and then they fucking won, or were like the main contributors to like winning the war, or supposedly, and the most decorated military unit in military history throughout the whole world. And he also took pictures. Like, he was also a photographer too for the military. He did all kinds of shit, man. He was working down in the machine stuff, and he was also killing people and rescuing people, and then amongst all that, he was taking pictures too.
My wife's father was responsible for inventing what they call the Mac. His name was Mac, and the high altitude reconnaissance aircraft photography. He's responsible for that.
Right on.
He was, but he's dead now. But speaking of that, of who's responsible for things, I don't know if you've seen Robert Duncan. I watched a video with him. The other day talking about targeting, and apparently, as he's a scientist, he is responsible for helping to create these technologies. Now, granted, he's disgusted the way they're using them, but he's written a couple of books about it, and he's one of the scientists responsible for designing these systems and weapons. Which is kind of interesting that he's kind of an advocate for targets, but I guess he said there's a lot of things he can't talk about. I'm like, well, that that has to do with non-disclosure agreements and whatever. But being able to talk about things that if they're already out there, like let's say the voice to skull weapons, he can talk about that now because everybody knows about it because it's been on the news and shit.
Yeah.
And Havana syndrome and all that, like I was talking about earlier.
Right. They got it for a whole like couple minutes or maybe an hour or two or however long it was. I don't even know. We've had it every day, all day, every day for fucking life.
Oh, I don't even know how many days they've been doing it to me now. It's going on 4 years constantly. And like you were talking about with the microwave waking up in your mouth, they did that for a long time. I mean, it's like, and they might still do it. I don't pay attention anymore. You know what I mean? And when they were shooting me in the stomach and in the groin area with the pressure and the heat, and and they
Yeah,
were
no,
doing it
this was
really,
like,
they were doing it
I'm telling
really
you, this was like
quite
they were
hard.
hitting me with like they stuck fucking like 220 in my mouth and shit, dude. Like a couple fucking just open end
Yeah, it's
cables,
like
like
you're getting
220.
like you have a fucking like the end of a battery cable in your mouth, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was
That's what it
fucking
feels like.
wicked. And it was like came on like all of a sudden right now, it was intense.
Because we're talking about it. Listen, that's
Really
just
painful.
because we're talking about it. But
I think that was either last night or the night before. I can't remember
what?
when that happened.
Well,
But yeah, I got negatives. I don't actually have the picture, but I have the negatives of my grandpa fucking some of the shit that he took, pictures that he took from the Air Force, and I got one of them where there's a plane taking off with a chemtrail fucking like pumping out of the thing right after it just like barely catches air right off the tarmac.
well, as like Trevor was asking, if what does the dentist say about my teeth and whatever? I know if I was to go there and have exams done or whatever, I would have go to the doctor. I would have microwave damage to my abdomen area and other areas in my face, my mouth, whatever. Um, but the thing is, yeah, they say that's evidence, right? That that's substantial evidence. But what are you going to do with it? What
Yeah,
are
there's
you
not really
going
much
to do?
you can do.
I,
You
I,
can't.
I,
There's no way you can
I've,
fight
I've
against
been
these
to
fuckers.
I've been to the cops. I've been to the FBI. I've contacted the CIA, DHS, all these other fucking alphabet agencies. No one's doing anything about that for us. They do not care about us.
Nope,
It's
they
like
don't give a fuck.
Havana syndrome happened, and it's all of a sudden they jump on the ball like it's wow, where did this stuff come from? How long is this fucking? And it's like it's been going on fucking for years, and they act like it's something new, and it's just bullshit because they invented this shit. I mean,
Yep.
it didn't just pop out of didn't pop out of the ground. It didn't drop out of the fucking sky. And it just pisses me off that they say, "Oh, it's a mystery." It's not a fucking mystery if you ask people that actually know what's going on.
Yeah. No mystery at all.
No fucking mystery whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm
I,
going to these
I'm
people's house
I'm
right
just a
now.
dude. I'm just a dude sitting here in my fucking tray in my RV, and I can tell you the companies that are hiring these fuckers. I can tell you the goddamn weapons they're using. I can tell you, where these fuckers are located. Give me a fucking break. Mystery.
Yeah.
Mystery my fucking balls. Mystery.
Mystery Science Theater
Fucking
3
Scooby
fucking
fucking
Doo.
Doo motherfucker. And shit. But it's not a mystery. I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Put rocks here.
But
All
I
right,
have heard
man.
I've heard a couple things and seen a couple things that there are people that are actually trying to work on devices that can track their use of these weapons back to their source.
Yeah.
Now
That'd be cool.
whether
Like pinging.
whether or not they're implemented or not, or how far in the future that is, I'm unaware of that. But there are
Right.
patent information and things, and people that are actually trying to do something. But I'm fully of the opinion that it's not that they don't know what is happening, right? It's not
Right.
that they don't know these weapons that where they came from or where they exist. The problem is they will have to admit that they've been using them for a long time. That's the problem. It isn't that they don't know what's going on. It isn't that they don't know what weapons are being used. It isn't that they don't know about brain-computer interfaces. It isn't that they don't know about remote neural monitoring. It isn't that they don't know about the fucking cooker microwave weapons. It isn't that. It's that they know they exist and they know they existed, and
Right.
then they would be held responsible for using them. You know,
Right.
and that's the problem. That's the problem. Trevor says he spent $1,600 to have an infected root canal and molar extracted 6 years ago. The pain has been excruciating all day and night for 2,000 days. 5 oral surgeons, dentists have not been able to help. Therein lies my point. You spent all that money. You went to a dentist to get your teeth fixed, and these fucking scumbags with their microwaves are blasting your mouth, Trevor, and fucking all that up.
Yep.
So,
Oh, shit.
so it's like you spent all that money, and these fucking scumbags are gonna get destroyed.
Yep. Where does it get you? Nowhere.
Where did it get you? Yeah. Now you, like you said,
Right.
dentists have not been able to help.
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't, it's like I've talked about before. I hate to digress and regress back to earlier information or earlier research, but as for me personally, right?
Yeah.
I know who a lot of people are behind that are doing it. They may not be the money or the higher up power that executed the program or whatever, but they're still, for lack of a better term, agents or soldiers performing the
Right.
op. And just like me, you've said before, who certain people are that are just blatantly
Right.
perps, and they're perping you and they're doing this shit. And
Exactly.
it goes back to what I was saying. You can have all the evidence in the world, but what good does it do you when no one will listen to you, will look at it?
Right. It doesn't do anything.
I had a cop here look the other day, a while back, a couple months ago actually, and I was showing him evidence of how they commandeered a Facebook page from me.
Oh yeah.
And were doing address tampering on my SoCal Edison address and things like that. So well, I said, so what are you going to do about it? Oh well, this is borderline. Borderline what? What's borderline? You're looking at this shit right here on my fucking computer. This is fucking cyber hacking evidence. This is evidence. This is not borderline, man. Borderline. Oh, give me some more stuff. And I was just like, I'm like, more what? I was just like, what do you mean? Get more evidence. What the fuck do you mean? What? Mail tampering, mail tampering and address tampering. That's federal shit. That's a federal fucking offense in any state of this fucking country, right? That's a federal crime, right? Anywhere from 5 to 10 years. It's like borderline. What the fuck do you mean borderline? Hacking your Facebook. That's not good shit, right?
Yeah.
I got the fucker's phone number. I got it's linked to my fucking. I got him linked on my phone, taking my brother's Facebook page, my dead brother's Facebook page, and pretending to be my dead brother. Borderline? What the fuck are you talking about? Borderline.
Yeah, they want
Why don't you just flat out look me in the face and say, we don't care. We don't care. You're a target, and we're fucking you. Well, can't they just say that, right? Because that's what it is. You're a targeted individual. You're not a human anymore. You're a fucking lab rat.
Right, exactly. No, I don't have my dog with me.
You've been
gone.
slated to be terminated like a vermin, but you aren't a vermin. So, and I don't know how much you've looked at my channel and some of the evidence that I've shown, where they use my name. They've used my name as fantasy football. Someone was using my name from the LA Galaxy, a player using my name, my full fucking name, Scott Schmear, in the LA Galaxy soccer team. They wrote a fucking book about me, right? And it was a PDF book. I found it, and I copied it. I copied the link address and put it on my Facebook. And 5 minutes later, they deleted it.
There we go. Is that better? Yeah.
No, I find evidence. I've captured evidence. I have screenshot evidence. I have fucking documented paper evidence. But it's like, I'm crazy, right? I'm crazy because I have evidence. I'm crazy because I can bust your asses, and that makes me delusional. Borderline.
Are you winning?
Well, $36. You said $9.
There we go. Yeah, I'm up in the hills right now. It keeps cutting out on me right now. It's all staticky and shit, man. I'm sorry.
Oops. Well, dropped Angels, lost Angels. He's busy, I guess. Well, there, I vented a little bit. For what good it'll do me. What's up, home slices? So what's up, Tim? If you don't mind my calling you that. You walking your doggy? Cool. Cool that you're walking your dog. Cool. I will do that. I will call you Tim. Like the Monty Python movie. Most people just called me Tim. Eugene, the dancing machine. Remember the Gong Show? Yeah. Trevor says 50 years in their Skinner box. Is there any easy way to decipher between human and animal blood? I'm wondering if there is a home test that would show 100% human blood versus something altered, something chimera. Well, a regular DNA test would show if, let's say, you have RH negative or RH positive, like alien blood, or if you had some other genome intermixed with yours. There would just a regular DNA test would show you that. Yeah, the wizard Tim. The rabbit with the large pointy teeth. What's your favorite color? Green. No, blue. Oh, yeah? Destroyed some stuff. That's okay. Just everybody got to see your comment twice. Tim, just use the holy hand grenade of Antioch. That'll help. 1 second. I'll be right back. And count to 3. 1, 2, 5, 3, sir. Well, that's just it, Tim. They try to keep us down, and I guess when they can't, through their normal channels or whatever, their normal perp antics, they change it up and start over or try a fresh new hell to add to your torture or whatever, your harassment. The evil bunny. Yeah. What do you mean, Tanya? They are next. Who's next? Who's next for what? I'm not getting it. There's a there is a I feel what you're saying, but I have to wonder. I mean, that with the powers that be seeming to just like, stand behind the curtain and all of us little munchkins in Munchkin Land trying to follow the yellow brick road, and all the flying fucking monkeys, and just where's the good witch of the north at? Where are you, Gwen? Alan, haven't seen you in a while. How are you today, sir? been a while. You know, we had a talk one time. Hadn't really seen you very much after that, but that's, you know, people have a life. Well, sort of. Some of us have a life. Some of us have a life to live. However subjected we are. I was hopeful when at first when not to say I was, you know, I was glad to see diplomats were being attacked by weapons and shit, but I was hopeful that and kind of happy that they were actually recognizing that this shit exists. But the longer it goes on, and it's just they made a big stink about it, but now it's kind of like back to the original old school where no one talks about it. And it's just like a whatever thing now. Again. But I don't hold a hope or that the actual public is either going to wake up or actually recognize that shit's happening to us. I hope you're right, Virginia. I hope you're right, but I just it's as I was talking about before, a little earlier about. I mean, personally, for me, I have hard evidence and, you know, concrete things, and it's borderline, right? And, reporting it doesn't do any good. Gathering the evidence doesn't seem to do any good. Posting videos doesn't seem to do any good. Having diplomats being attacked with it doesn't seem to do any good. These fuckers are still here. Fuckers over there in the neighborhood right next door to me. You can still Google search gang stalking jobs, and the fuckers will come up on Google everywhere. You can see the companies hiring them, and it's just I just don't know. It's just not it's not changing. It hasn't I mean, been on the news, been on 60 Minutes, been in newspapers. I'm absolutely certain the Pentagon know about it, FBI, all that, everybody knows about it. But still, I wake up at 4 in the morning with dipshit Ian, bitch Rhonda, and her fucking son, and her husband, and fuckhead Gino, and Pauline over here. These are neighbors. These people live within a fucking 100 feet of me that have blatantly, you know, proven to me walking by that they're perping me, literally to my face, you know. Fucking assault you with a hatchet, come and fucking verbally assault you at your gate. And I know they're doing it, you know, but it's like, we're short of putting on a Batman outfit and just becoming a vigilante and going around and killing all these motherfuckers in the middle of the night, you know, like Batman. What are you going to do about it? Like I say, where's Frank Castle? Where's the Punisher? Or where's Ghost Rider? You know, bringing these scumbag fuckheads to justice when you need them. Because, for lack of a better term, God knows they sure as fuck aren't doing anything about it. The police aren't doing anything about it. The FBI aren't doing anything about it. I have a roof over my head still and have food, yeah. You're right, a lot of TIs are stuck in mental institutions and jail, homeless, and that's just it. It doesn't matter if you move. It doesn't matter if you're homeless. Doesn't matter if you're destitute. These fuckbags are still going to target you. They're still going to harass you. They won't stop because you're put on a list to be terminated. And until you've been terminated and completely gone, they're not going to stop fucking with us. They're not going to do it. I do that. Slice. I try to ignore them. I know shit isn't easy, you know, but you got to protect yourself. Well, that's just it. How do you protect yourself? See people. I've been watching. I don't know. Artificial telepathy sucks, right? I've been watching his channel. He's got his room all covered in aluminum. Got the magic helmet. You know, remember Bugs Bunny magic helmet? Got the fucking helmet on. Got armor on and shit. Trying to protect himself, but still, it's like even with all this stuff, you know, on and the walls covered in aluminum, they're still V2K'ing him, still RNMing him. Yeah. But well, to be perfectly honest, even if, in my personal opinion, if they started arresting these people, right, and catching gang stalker perks, right, until they actually stopped the people paying them, stopped the people hiring them on Indeed.com, on on LinkedIn, all those fucking places that have advertisements for gang stalkers, stalkers wanted, $24 to $45 an hour. Until they do something about that, it isn't going to matter how many perps on the street they stop. Until they destroy the microwave technology and the brain-computer interface, which they're not going to do. They're not going to destroy those weapons. They're going to continue to use them. So I just, it is hard to give advice. I'm still trying to figure it all out. Yeah, I hear you. And it's hard to remain optimistic after several years of it happening to you. And it just continues. And knowing that the people that are part of it live within 100 feet of you. That people are a part of it are able to attack you with hatchets in front of your home, come to your gate, verbally assault you in a group, call the police and lie and say you're harassing them when they're harassing you on BGK, and then you go to jail for fucking 9 days. It's hard to remain optimistic. Well, actually, it wasn't jail that I went to. It was an evaluation center. And when you're deemed sane, they have to release you. So they released me because I'm not fucking crazy. Oh, really? Amy Holland, a senator. Is she targeted? Well, that's $25 to $45 an hour. You want me to show you? Want me to show you the Google? You can Google gang stalking jobs yourself and see it, but I can show it to you. I'm more than happy to pull it up here. Let me do that. Just for shits and giggles. Just because fuck you gang stalkers, I hate you. And I want to expose you. But exposing them doesn't do any good when no one's going to help. But here we have gang stalking jobs. So right here, I'll go ahead and share that, and you can look at it yourself. We'll just sit here and look at this shit. We'll look at it. We'll look at this tab. Here is gang stalking jobs. Let's see, testimonies. Who employs gang stalkers? Stalking jobs. Employment. Indeed.com. There's a list. They're looking for gang stalkers. Right here it says stalking jobs. Available on Indeed.com. Apply to warehouse associate, shelter advocate, sales associate, gang stalking jobs near me. What is the goal of gang stalking jobs? How do gang stalkers track you? Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Gang stalking jobs. Kit.com. But like I said, they now hiring all positions. Gang stalkers hiring. 4 million jobs posting. Full-time and part-time jobs. Gang stalker positions available. Hiring now. Apply today. Part-time, entry level. Just ridiculous, right? But gang stalking doesn't exist. Gang stalking is not a thing. It's not a thing. But they're hiring the fuck out of people for it. Lakewood gang stalking jobs. Right here near me. Yeah, sure. Gang stalking doesn't exist, though. Nope. It sure don't exist. I'm fucking delusional. But hiring for them right now, right? They're hiring these motherfuckers for something that doesn't exist. Applyinseconds.com jobs, gang stalking positions. Just come on, really. I mean, really. Doesn't exist. Who hires gang stalkers? For gang stalking not existing and targeted individuals being delusional, they sure are trying to hire a lot of people for gang stalking. And a lot of companies fucking doing it. Yeah. Your whole family's in denial. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Your stalkers want you to think they're all in mansions and shit. Yeah, they're not. Not even close. Upper middle class. Well, I live in a trailer park. These people gang stalking are not any better off than me. They're trailer trash, just like I am. They'll do anything for money, you bet. Well, see, that's just it. I don't go out a lot, so the street theater isn't going to do any good. The one headlight perps or the workplace mobbing, that shit isn't going to work because I'm disabled. I don't go anywhere. Like you, I don't go anywhere. I don't I don't spend a lot of time walking down the street to be harassed by fuckheads with their cell phones. Um, uh, yeah, you'll get BS when you walk out. Um, but no. But like I just said, like I just showed you, for gang stalking not existing, they sure are hiring the fuck out of people to do it. And when I say if you're going to stop gang stalking, you have to stop the people hiring them. Not the people, not the fuckheads wanting jobs, because they don't care. They don't think they're doing anything wrong because they're fucking being hired to do it. They don't care that they're torturing you. I mean, obviously, they don't care that they're harassing you and causing you physical harm. They're being hired to do it by unethical pieces of shit company fuckheads that pay them to do it. So, um, but I mean, I gave you proof that the shit exists right here in fucking 30 seconds or less. You can look at your own area. If you Google from wherever you live, Google gang stalking jobs, you'll come up with places in your area that are hiring, like Lakewood's close to me. Not Bellflower, but Lakewood's close. But they hire for them in Bellflower. They hire for them wherever the fuck you live. You live in Missouri, they're gonna in St. Louis. You're gonna Google gang stalking jobs, and they're gonna come up as people looking for stalkers in fucking St. Louis or New York or Nevada or wherever the fuck you live. They're gonna have jobs for stalkers. I don't mean stocking shelves in a warehouse. I mean stalking, like as in following you in your area. Not a fucking Walmart stocking shelves, talking Walmart stocking people. Well, I live in a trailer park, Virginia. I live in an RV in a trailer park. So I am white trailer trash. That's the idiom. You live in a trailer park, you're trailer trash. Now you might have a college education like me, um, but you're still trailer trash. Um, but what I'm getting at is the trailer trash in this trailer park are, are being hired to stalk me and other people. I mean, they've done it. They've done it to 6 other people in this trailer park that I know of. Those people don't live anymore. They are not alive here. They stalked them to death. And I'm not bullshitting. 6 people right here in this trailer park of 26 spaces. Well, when did this happen? That's targeting on the DNA targeting. Couple, not very long ago, probably, right? You're an awesome person. You're intelligent, creative, talented. You speak your mind. You stand up for your beliefs. There's a hell of a lot of people that do that, Virginia. But then there are also a lot of people that just stand there and take it and don't try to do anything about it. No, you are not. Okay, don't say that. You good people, man. Okay, 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 okay. Um, last week. Okay, that's not long ago. That is the job. That is it. They are hiring gang stalkers to fucking stalk people to death. It's not. It's not like it's not like they're following you because you're a murderer or you're a rapist or you're a burglar. They're stalking everyday fucking people to death. Everyday average people that go to work, that go to church, don't go to church, that are gay, that are straight, that are black, that are white, that are old, that are young. They don't give a fuck who you are. They don't care. They don't care that you're a good person. They don't care that you're a bad person. They just know they're getting fucking paid to kill you legally. Right? It's not legal, but it's might as well say it's illegal because they're not fucking doing shit about it. They fucking live next door to you. They live next door to me, right fucking here, right over there, right over here. You know, I appreciate that, everyone, that you think I'm a great guy and all that. But my point is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I'm a good guy or whatever. It doesn't matter, Alan, that you're an awesome person. I talk to you. You're a great guy. Virginia, it doesn't matter that you're a great person and I love you. It doesn't matter, Tim. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are, how much you prove it, how much good you do. These fucking sick bastards are trying to kill us. I don't pretend to know why it started. I don't pretend to know if it'll ever stop. But I do know I've seen that they kill people, and that's what they do. Twice baked potatoes, yummy. I had my wife made mashed potatoes and microwaved some Stouffer's meatloaf. It was yummy. Now that's another thing you just brought up. The manipulation. I don't know about any of you, but I have seen them avatar people. Literally take over someone in front of your fucking face. You see that person's their entire personality change like that, and say things that they would never say. Well, in my predicament, let's just examine why we get it so bad. They've tried to get me to join them more than once. Always with the spiel that if you help us, we won't target you anymore. If you help us do this to others, we will stop targeting you. I'm never going to do that. So I personally have accepted that they're going to murder me because I'm never going to be like them. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Now, I don't pretend to know about religion or God or whether there's something after this. All I know is what's right here and what you do right now. And regardless whether they manipulate my dreams and create scenarios and nightmares every fucking night, I know in my heart that I'm not that guy. I can sleep, even though I'm being tortured while I'm sleeping. I can go to sleep knowing that I'm not a scumbag, son of a bitch, Nazi, fucking racist piece of shit gang stalker. And I never will be. It is getting out. I do agree with you there that it's making the rounds and people are trying to do stuff. I hear that every day, Slice, the same shit. Every fucking day, dude. God damn it. Sometimes I laugh at it. Sometimes I don't. I love potatoes too. Potatoes are good. I get PAX International's newsletter. I haven't really read it much lately. Yeah, literally change right in front of your face. That's what I mean. It's someone else. It's not them anymore for that duration of whatever time they're being manipulated. You bet. You're an awesome human. Stay human. Stay human. I kind of ranted a little bit, but just remember that you're the protagonist and they're the antagonists. It's your story. You're, for lack of a better word, you're the hero in your story, and they're the villains. No, I'm not saying these, you're Superman or Batman or whatever, but it's your existence, and regardless of them trying to subvert you, sabotage you, degrade you, defame you, character assassinate you, murder you, well, throughout history, a lot of good people died for what they believe in. And a lot of bad people died putting them there. So like I said, I'm not really religious. But should there be an afterlife, right? Should there be a shiny golden gate with clouds and people up there playing little harps? Lyres. We got lyres down here, but they got a different kind of lyre up there. It's a little harp. But should there be a better place after we die here? Spaghetti wizard up there, or whatever, spaghetti monster, fucking space wizard, whatever, God, Yahweh, whatever you want to call it, Buddha, whatever you want to call it. If there's something up there waiting to open the door for you, St. Peter, whatever. Depending on your religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, whatever. Like I said, the only thing that will really matter, that's not going to matter to anybody here, right? Whether you go to heaven or hell, they're never going to know. It's not going to matter. It's not like they're going to send a text message back to Earth saying, Scotty went to heaven. It's not going to be a text message. So what you do here is what's going to be remembered. See what I mean? You're Batman? Well, I'll tell you what, Batman. John, Batman. Get your little fucking boomerang, right? Your little batarang. Use the Bat computer and, gather the super friends, okay? Do something. There you go. Somebody will hear your story someday. Hi, John. How you doing, buddy? Reads reptiles. I've never seen you before, but I want to see what you say. Function, server, contract, window, YT page, type, browse, window, YT command, click, track in, browse, L, FE, what to watch, window, blah, 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 copyright, the closure login. What the fuck is that? And why did you post that? Anyway, that's my point exactly. Targeted patents. What you do here is what's going to be remembered. What you do right now. You want to be a shitty person, you'll be remembered as a shitty person. You want to be a good person, hopefully you'll be remembered as a good person. But like I said, you're not going to go to heaven, and St. Peter's going to send an angel back with a message saying, "Hey, look at Home Slice. Home Slice was a good person. We let him into heaven." And we're not going to fucking do it. No one's going to know. but they are gonna know what you did here on Earth. Like they know what Hitler did, like they know what Stalin did, like they know what Carl Sagan did, like they know what Einstein did. You know, that type of thing. History doesn't forget. People do, but if it's written down, it's like the Sumerian text. They talk about Marduk. Never heard, never seen him before, right? And they didn't know him, but you know what he did. Quetzalcoatl, right? You know what they did. You know what they did while they were here. But I guess Angel's phone completely died, did it? Or something, because he dropped out and never came back. But I said this was going to be a short live since I didn't really have a topic or a panel, but Angels did, however, come in and talk to me for a minute, but I have been rambling and talking for almost 2 hours now. I was getting a little frustrated the other day at Abe when he started saying unsavory things. Well, like I said before, I'm not gonna sit on my channel and bash other targeted individuals. But I will say this: Abe has said that he knows more about targeting than any other target. Blah blah blah, whatever. I understand he knows some things, but then he did a video saying that he might be gonna start getting B2K attacks. So I'm like, how the fuck can you say you know more about being targeted than any other target when you haven't even experienced B2K or remote neural monitoring attacks? I wasn't taking that. I wasn't suffering that. So I'm going to leave that at that. That's just bullshit. You don't know as much as you think until you've been fucking harassed fucking for years on B2K and remote neural monitoring. You don't know as much as you think you fucking know. We'll leave it at that. My potatoes took a stroll earlier. Yay. Mr. Potato Head. I love potatoes too. Had mashed potatoes tonight. Nom nom. Everyone's named Dave. Hi. How you doing? Pass the hot potato, please. He was claiming that you weren't doing anything positive, and you know how I feel about how you guys. Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't give a fuck what he thinks. So, I appreciate you, your view on it, but I'm not going to sit here and bash the guy. But I went to his live and he was talking, and I said something. I said, okay, I'm out. See you later. He said, oh, well, get the fuck out of here then. I said, fine, fuck, I'm out of here. I'm not coming back. I'm out. Bye. So if he wants to continue and talk about me, that's fine. He can do that. But he doesn't know as much as he thinks he does. Well, the B2K doesn't just come and go after a few minutes. Yeah, I do mean that shit. You're absolutely right. Well, I'll tell you like this. This is not a competition. Being a targeted individual isn't glamorous. Being harassed and threatened and having your family threatened and being assaulted day in and day out is not glamorous. It's not something I want a fucking trophy for. I'm not here because I'm trying to become famous from being a targeted individual. I'm not going to monetize my channel, even if I had 10,000 followers. I'm not going to try and get money for being a target. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the number one target. I've seen people say that they're the number one target or they're the only target. Shut the fuck up. You're full of shit. Okay. But that's enough about that from me. I love you, Virginia. You're awesome. Get out of the bushes, you weirdos, right? Well, I kind of wanted to start doing a live again so that we would have, I mean, like I was saying before, that it's a lot easier to come to someone else's channel and hop on a panel or, spend time in a chat than to actually do a live, and be consistent and do it every week and have a topic slated or, but I'm not going to sit here and try and do a script or have a schedule or any of that shit. This is all on the fly. It always has been, every bit. I mean, like when I decide to draw a picture or when I decide to sit here and play guitar, it's not like I have a fucking agenda behind it. This is just my YouTube channel. It's not a business. It's never going to be a business. Hi, Tartarus. How are you today? I know you do. I know you do, Virginia. I thank you. Damn peeping Toms. I know, right? Lurking Louis. Well, I have a thing to say about lurkers. Some people are private. Some people are perps. Some people are just looking at your channel so they can go back to their channel or someone else's channel and talk shit about you. But I, for the most part, like to believe that out of the 13 people in here, that there's only 5 or 6 talking. Those other 6 are just not ready or willing to talk about their experiences because maybe because they've seen what happens when you talk about it. You get ridiculed, you get persecuted, and it's not exactly, it's not a subject that people might want to talk about. Hi, John Heyman. I don't know what you mean. What happened? That's just it. That's being a targeted individual. It isn't about being popular. And John, I have talked with you one-on-one long enough to respect you and your wisdom, and I'd like to think that you were absolutely instrumental in my personal awakening, and so for that, I thank you. I appreciate that, man. I'm not here for recognition. I'm here to try and stop game stalking. But even if anything that I've learned or wisdom through research or whatever, if I can help one person that's being targeted, that's what I want to do. Like I don't give my phone number out a lot. Don't give my email out. But if you want to contact me, you can always message me on Facebook at Scott L. Schmear. Has a picture of me and I'm not wearing my glasses in it. I would like that. But you can message me on Facebook, and I might give you my phone number. I might not. It just depends. That was very kind, John. Thank you. I like to think that you're a good guy, and I'm glad I could help you even a little bit. I hope the fuck you're right, Virginia. I hope this dark shit comes out to the light. Well, I understand that. That you might have been one of those 6 or 7 I was talking about that don't want to talk about this shit. It's perfectly logical to sit here and look at what's happening to us And people that do talk about it, that you don't want to subject yourself to that shit. No, you're number one, Virginia. You're number one. You're number one. Yeah, you're number one. Oh, shucks. De nada. I've got Shasta, Mountain Rush. Got plenty of it if you want one. Well, the world needs to recognize that we're being persecuted. I take that long before any kind of recognition for myself. But yeah, it is nice to. It's nice to hear what you said, to see what you said. Kind of right here, man. You know, right here, right here a little bit, right here a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. You going to bed, Virginia? Well, I think it's been almost 2 hours. I got 10 people in here though. I don't want to just abandon you. But I think at 2 hours I'm gonna break it down. But just remember that I do plan on every Friday being in here around this time, around 8 o'clock, if not right at 8. Because we need to be able to talk, and we need to be able to share information with each other, albeit however small or insignificant that information might be. And sometimes when you're hurting, which a lot of us are a lot of the time, you need to be able to, if nothing else, even in a chat, have someone that you know is going to listen and not judge you. For whatever reason. I see that all too often in a lot of chats that I've been to, that the premise that they're there to support each other, but it's like it doesn't happen. And we don't need that. We need support. We need help. People need help. They need to know someone's actually there to listen when they say they're going to listen and try and do something. Warm and fuzzy. You deserve it. They probably won't recognize until they go through it themselves, but that's okay, because we will be here to help them when that's just it. Be there to help them when they need it. When you go to bed, you can have be full of compliments. Angels is here. You like when she makes you all warm and fuzzy. I I I kind of feel bad that 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 some things online here have turned out the way they have. I'm not really going to elaborate on exactly what I'm talking about because some people don't need to know. But there's a couple of you in here, a few of you, that know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's kind of why I wanted to do the Friday night thing again. So I'm not going to say you can look at this as a safe place because we're on the internet. It's not like, you know, but should anyone that's in here need a sympathetic ear, or I'm not going to say I'm offering advice. If I can help, I'll try. But just remember on Fridays we're going to be here. I'm going to be here. Um, and I'm going to try to be here every Friday. So we have a, I don't know, like a base or whatever. Again, if you know what I mean. And but I do have to say I'm not real happy about how things turned out not long ago, but I'm not going to sit here and mull over it. The people that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. I don't need to mention your names, and I don't need to go into any particulars. Yeah, I think you know. I do. So yeah, that's just it. I hold meat. I'm sending out virtual ass scratches for everyone. Okay, everybody needs a good ass scratch every now and then, right? I'm scratching your ass virtually right now. Okay, buddy. I'm virtually scratching your ass for you. Everybody needs a good ass scratch. Okay. Uh, look, Home Slice. You don't have to feel like you're obligated to be here. Okay. You don't. There's no obligation here. This is just like it's not. It'd be great if you do, but you don't have to feel like you have to be here. This is not a job. But when you show up, you'll be welcomed here. Okay. Okay. Taz was doing tricks. I saw him the other day when he was hanging off of the top of the cage. He was going all crazy. Puppies love butt scratches. Yeah, my Butters loves butt scratches. A little lower. It's a little lower. All right. Um, but it's been 2 hours, and I appreciate everybody coming out. And I'm not going to ever give you that spiel like, you'll see on channels, like, sub, and subscribe. You want to do it, do it. Whatever. But ain't about that for me here. Ain't about none of that shit. slower and deeper itches, the meaningful ass itches. But take care, everyone. I'm gonna drop off here. Just remember that, you know, somebody cares about you somewhere. All right. Have a good night.